let us start with a very interesting topic from applied microbiology, and the name of that topic is sewage microbiology. So let us start with the definition of sewage. Sewage is the wastewater which is collected from home, community as well as different industries. This wastewater which is collected from all these sources, it is termed as sewage. Now, depending upon the source of collection, sewage is of three types: domestic sewage, industrial sewage and natural water. Let us first see about the domestic sewage. Domestic sewage is nothing but the wastewater which is collected from home, community and our industry. In general, when the overall composition of the domestic sewage is concerned, this sewage contains human excreta, soaps, detergents and all other wastewater. This domestic sewage contains all those things that drains from our home. Second type of sewage is industrial sewage. The wastewater which is collected from different industries is called industrial sewage. The composition of industrial sewage varies from industry to industry, and the composition depends upon the type of industry from which it is collected. Suppose the waste is collected from a dairy industry, this waste contains whey. If it is collected from tanneries, the waste contains tannic acid. If it is collected from paper mills, it contains sulfuric acid. That means the composition of the industrial sewage depends upon the type of industry from which it is collected. In general, the industrial sewage contains organic and inorganic acids, oil, grease, animal as well as vegetable matter. The third type of sewage is natural water. Natural water means the surface water, groundwater and the atmospheric water which is entering into the sewage is called natural water. So, sewage is of three types: domestic sewage, industrial sewage and natural water. Let us see what are the chemical characteristics of the sewage. Sewage contains different types of chemicals as well as different types of microorganisms collected from various sources. The composition of sewage depends upon the sources. In general, sewage contains about 99.8 to 99.9% water and 0.1 to 0.2% organic and inorganic matter which is present either in suspended form or in soluble form. The suspended solids which are present in water, they range from 0.02 to 0.03%, and these suspended solids include cellulose, cellobiose, starch, lignocellulose, etc. The soluble material present in the sewage includes various sugars, fatty acids, alcohol, amino acids and various types of inorganic ions. The organic compounds present in the sewage are classified into two types, that is nitrogenous compounds and non-nitrogenous compounds. The major nitrogenous compounds include urea, proteins, amino acids, nucleic acids, etc. While the non-nitrogenous compounds include carbohydrates, fats, soaps, etc. The chemical composition of the sewage varies from community to community, and even within the same community, it differs from day to day as well as from hours to hours. Then we'll see what is the microflora of sewage, or which organisms are present in sewage. As earlier discussed, sewage provides various nutrients for the growth of different microorganisms, and the microflora of sewage depends upon its chemical composition. The major number of organisms which are found in sewage includes the organisms which are from our intestinal tract and the organisms from soil. So, major microflora of sewage is the intestinal organisms and the organisms from soil. Sewage contains variety of bacteria, algae, fungi, protozoa, yeast, actinomycetes, etc. So let us see these different types of organisms which are present in sewage. The first type of microorganism is bacteria. Different bacteria are present in sewage. These bacteria are of various types, like some are aerobic, some are anaerobic, some organisms are facultative in nature, as well as the organisms are saprophytic or chemoorganotrophic in nature. The examples of organisms which are commonly found in sewage includes coliforms, streptococci, micrococci, lactobacilli, and number of different pathogens. Generally, the intestinal pathogens like Vibrio cholerae, which is the positive agent of cholera, Salmonella typhi, which is positive agent of typhoid, Shigella dysentery, which is a positive agent of bacillary dysentery, are generally present in sewage. So along with this bacteria, sewage also contains certain viruses like polyphages, means the bacteriophage or phages which infect coliform organisms. So viruses like polyphages, TMV, with different pathogenic viruses like poliovirus, hepatitis virus, adenovirus are present in sewage. Then different fungi like Bagiota, Spirotillus, Filamentous rhodospirillum are also found in sewage. Along with this bacteria, viruses and fungi, the protozoans which can cause amoebic dysentery, that is Entamoeba histolytica, and the organism or the protozoan Giardia are also found in sewage. Along with these, some algae as well as yeast are also present in sewage. So up till now we have discussed the definition of sewage, what is the chemical composition of sewage, and what is the microflora of sewage. So sewage provides variety of nutrients for different types of organisms. So we can find different types of bacteria, viruses, algae, fungi, protozoa, as well as yeast in the sewage. Let us see what is the function of these microflora. In sewage, organic and inorganic material is present as waste, and the different microbes present in the sewage, they utilize this waste as a source of nutrients, and they will start to decompose these nutrients. So initially there is abundant oxygen is present. Generally in our country it is a condition that the sewage from whole city is collected. This sewage is treated and then it is disposed of in nearby water sources. So when the sewage is disposed of in water bodies, originally when large number of abundant oxygen is present, the aerobic microorganisms, they start decomposing organic material. Because of this, the amount of oxygen decreases. At that time, facultative organisms, they start to decompose the organic material and they utilize the remaining oxygen for this decomposition. After a few days, a condition is created where all the oxygen present in the water body is totally finished, it is totally exhausted. The condition becomes anaerobic, and at that time anaerobic bacteria, they start decomposing the organic material in sewage. So in sewage, the organic and inorganic material is completely oxidized, completely decomposed by the activity of aerobic, facultative as well as anaerobic microorganisms. And because of the action of these three types of microbes, there is formation of hydrogen and carbon dioxide. This hydrogen and carbon dioxide, which is generated during the above decomposition process, is converted into methane, and here methanogenic bacteria play very important role. So the function of microflora in sewage includes, with the help of aerobic, facultative and anaerobic organisms, the overall organic and inorganic matter which is present in the sewage is finally converted into methane. Then parameters for the measurement of strength of sewage. The strength of sewage is nothing but the concentration or the amount of organic matter which is present in the sewage, and this strength of sewage is measured in terms of BOD or COD. When the amount of sewage is small and if it is disposed of into a large body of water, this sewage gets sufficiently diluted, and here aerobic condition is maintained in the sewage or in the water body. The organic matter which is present in the sewage is completely oxidized, completely decomposed by means of the aerobic organisms present in the sewage. They will utilize oxygen. This is the condition when the amount of sewage is small and the water body receiving this sewage is large enough. So here aerobic condition is maintained. But when the amount of sewage is more, and if such a sewage is disposed of without any treatment into a large body of water, the sewage is not sufficiently diluted. The aerobic organisms, they will consume all the oxygen which is present in the water body to bring about the decomposition of the organic material. But here the amount of oxygen is less as compared to the amount of organic material, and therefore these aerobic organisms, they require oxygen, they demand oxygen for the decomposition of the remaining organic material. And this oxygen, which is required by the aerobic microorganisms, is termed as biological oxygen demand. So, definition of biological oxygen demand is BOD may be defined as the quantity of oxygen or the amount of oxygen which is required by aerobic microorganisms for decomposition of the organic matter and oxidation of inorganic matter which is present in the sewage. Naturally, if sewage contains large number of or large amount of organic matter, the microbes will require more oxygen. That means BOD of that sewage is high. And if the sewage having high BOD is added to fresh water, the microbes will utilize all the oxygen present in the water, and the condition there becomes anaerobic. Because of this anaerobic condition, we have to face various problems. As oxygen present in the water body is completely lost, all the life present in that water body, means the aquatic plants, aquatic animals, means the flora and fauna of that water body is damaged. Death of this aquatic life occurs. Because of this death, foul odor is created, and this foul odor is also because of the incomplete decomposition of the organic material. So such a water which is having foul odor is not used for domestic or other purposes. And to avoid this, first we have to determine the BOD of the sewage. If this BOD is very high, we have to treat the sewage to reduce